can see how it's broken down even more finely, depending on the sections you want to take it. There's the 5, this is the most precise definition and configuration. There is a breakdown, and we go to let me get the name. Okay. So the government has a section, BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and this is where they create and have the SOC codes, the standardized occupation codes. And this is a really nice way to see the breakdown of the 2 to 5 digits. As we talk about the 1500, so we're going to scroll to 1500 and take a look. And this is what I was talking about. We have our broad 2 digit, which then breaks down to our 3 digit, our 4 digit, and then our 5 digit. With MD, and the reason why I'm going into this information is in MD, you cannot mix your digits. If you are operating and pulling data at 3 digits, all of the applications you pull from that data pool needs to be 3 digits. You go into another data pool and go to 5 digit or 4 digit. But if you do 2 applications or more at once, they all need to be 3 digits. I like operating using 5 digits, and so for this lab, my 2 occupations are going to be our computer information research scientist, and let's do some mathematician. You can choose whichever occupation you want. These are my 2 occupations in the pool. You can go to select region, and you can choose the region of data you want to pull. We have zip, census tract, county, MSA, state, and nation. For this lab, I recommend doing the MSA because I already have an MSA file that you can utilize in online, and it's just going to make your life easier. So I recommend pulling MSA for this lab. And you can choose
how do you go there?
Huh?
To the advanced region selection thing?
Can you repeat that?
How do you go to the advanced region selection part? This part.
Oh. So in there you select regions, browse button.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you your options. I'm doing MSA, and I'm going to do MSA for all states. The default is Alabama. Switch to all states and select all. And then then to pull the data that you would like to utilize in your study, you can go down here to custom data selection, and you'll see all the data that's available. I recommend using jobs start year and jobs end year. But take a look around and pull any additional data that you want. I'm going to pull resident workers current year. And what this is resident workers is going to give us data of where our computer research scientists and mathematicians live. And then our job is going to be where those people work. That's the difference between the 2 variables. And then hit select, and hit run. Give it a few minutes to figure itself out, and then you'll see that it has all of our MSAs. Now over here, in this time frame, we're going to switch the year. Let's switch it to 2021, because that is the most recent complete year that's going to have an actual accurate numbers for an entire year. And I'm going to do a 5-year prediction. So I'm going to go to 2025. There we go. And we're going to be able to get the forecast out for 5 years. Over here, you have your class of worker, and you can go basic, which is what you see here, or advanced. I like to do the advanced and put W, Q, E, Q, C, W, and have questions about it, they have this nifty little question mark, and I told you some of the differences. The main difference is using the QCEW and the non-QCEW is the absence of some occupations, primarily railroad and military. There's not that much of a difference if you decide to use advanced and do this specific selection, or do basic and do employees total. I tested it. There's no direct change. Now we're going to export the data. Now I'm anal, and I also like to have a lot of documentation for my data. So I recommend downloading this as a CSV and then downloading it again as an Excel document. And I'm going to show you the difference between these. So let's do a first download here. I'm going to do it again as an Excel.
So we first download as CSV.
Yep, so download as a CSV and then download as an Excel. So let's start with the Excel document. The Excel document is a book that contains all of the nuances that you've collected. So you have your cover page, there's tells you your data run, when you pulled it, the type of occupations. Now mine say 2 computer mathematical occupations because they fall within the same SOC 2-digit section. If you go to parameters, this is going to tell you which occupations you selected. It's going to tell you your time frame and the type of specific employee you chose. Then you have your occupation and then your appendix. So this is going to be an amazing data source for documentation. That's what I use that. Now one thing to notice is our occupation data here is figures. We have whole numbers. If we go over to our CSV document, and this is what we will use in our study, our occupations turn into decimals. That's just something to be of note. And this is going to be the type of data that we want to use. CSV is just a better system to attach data to and to work with. It's more robust for some reason. So we have our data. And then the next step is to go online. So let's go into and log into ArcGIS online. And I'll give you guys a link. And while that's occurring, do we have any questions about EMSI thus far? Or the data pull process?
So we can pull any type of data that we want for this project.
Occupation and industry. And poke around, play with it. Yeah. The process of this lab is to show you one resource of data, type of resource we use the most, how to bring that into Arc Online, and make a map out of it. How to take that data from its data source, create a visual, and then work off of it. Okay, so once you're in Arc Online, open up a fresh map. I love how the default on this map is to go to ECD. It crashed me up every time. Okay, once you are in the map, we're going to go ahead and bring the CSV document as a table into here. To do that, just grab your CSV and drop it on in. When it drops in, it's going to ask, do you want to essentially geocode these locations? We don't want to, we're going to end up joining this to a shape file, So select none, add as a table. And it's going to add your data as is, as a table for the future one.
Why isn't it working?
Duplicate names are not allowed. Can you take me to your data so I can see where you downloaded? Okay, first we wanted to do MSA. So I want to switch this to the MSA. And then once this loads, oh, we have the one MSA. So let's do the national MSA, just for the sake of the lab, okay? So we're gonna go here to advanced, and we're gonna click browse, and then let's do all states. And then repeat that process,
Okay.
and then if it still gets stuck, I can come back and help you some more, okay?
Alright, so once we're here, we're going to go ahead and bring in our shape file that we're going to do the drawing on. Your shape file should be annotated with your three layers. I can add one of my groups, and I named it empty. There we go. You guys see it? It's added to the group text.
The white one?
Yeah, it's called empty 377 metro. Okay. I put this in there a few weeks ago, so I wanted to make sure it's correct. Now, does everybody know how to do a drawing in Art Online?
No. It's up your hand if you don't. Okay.
Okay, let's go. If you do a drawing, hover over the shape file of interest. In this case, it's our SD1. Click perform analysis.
Still giving me error.
Okay, give me 1 second and I'll do this and I'll come back. Alright, so from here, I believe this is analyze part. No, I'm not sure. Okay, yes. So under perform analysis, click drawing features and summarize data. Then we're going to move to this column section here. Now it's very important if you have multiple layers going on in the map that this choose target layer is the appropriate layer. Sometimes I like to flip it around and just confuse you. Make sure it stays on top. Double check that. Make sure that this is your table of interest, and it is. And we're going to choose to match. This is just like you would do in Art Pro or Art Desktop. Now what I highly recommend is whenever you're dealing with any data that you're not familiar with, get familiar with it. Open the data, understand what you're looking at, play around for a few minutes so you know what field to join on. For this lab, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to use P, I'm going to do MSA. It's a 1-to-1, so we're just going to move past that. As always, unselect the use current map extent. It will make your life easier. And then your analysis. Sorry, what was the last thing you said before run analysis? Unselect, so you can see this checkbox. This is going to be checked. This is use current map extent. Oh, okay. Uncheck that. And then run analysis. Okay, well this is running. I'm going to go help him. I'll be right back. What's up?
I'm actually doing it manually to content.
Okay,
so,
that's one process, yeah.
But you save it as CSV or future layer?
Go to CSV only, because that's going to create a table, and do so. And then just continue on the process. And then what you'll do is you'll bring this into the map and do your drawing.
Anyone else get an error? No?
No. Not so far.
I have to read them.
Okay.
I got that through
You
there.
got the same error?
Yeah.
Mine worked and I renamed it as well. Okay. So I'm going to do what I always do and put this in the future. See what happens. Alright. So let's try deleting and see if that works. And then we'll run more here and we'll look to see what's going on with that error.
How do you name it? What do you name it?
Yeah, it's pretty sensitive.
Probably V2. I know this process works because I think it's 3 times it takes long. Were you able to get it up?
Our JS Online sometimes can be a real pain because the three of us are doing the same work at times, and I'm getting errors and they're not.
Oh yeah, so there are times that I can't even deal with it. I have to get going to do it.
Oh, really?
So there's just no take. Okay, so when this happens, I typically just walk away for 2 minutes and come back and try again. But to move forward in the lab, I should already have this up, so I'm going to bring that up to help you guys, to show you what's going to happen next. And then we can tackle this problem again. You should get something like this, where it's nice and pretty and it works. Now, the next part of this lab is really easy. I just want you guys to make one variable, take one of the variables, and do symbolism. The idea is that we're going to tell a story with our map. We have the data now. Now pretend we're going to present this to someone, and we want them to take one look at it and understand exactly what we're trying to tell them. So what I recommend doing is taking the data, clicking this more options or this three dots, and selecting copy. And that's going to give you a whole new shape file, or a copy of your picture layer update. And then click the double dots again and rename. And rename this new layer, this new feature, to whatever variable you're going to show the client. So in this case, I'm going to show them jobs, which in this case is computer, math, labor, 2021. And I'm going to go back to the original and do math, computer, and math, labor, 2026. The goal of retitling and renaming your feature layers is to have it have a nice clean name that is easily understandable. Now I did computer math labor because that's what my data is. And you guys school environmental scientists, that's something that has to do with environmental science. Once you have it renamed, we're going to start doing the symbolism. And this is where it's a lot of fun, and it's just testing different things out. So I'm going to click the change style, which gives me free view geometric shapes. In number 1, we're going to choose attribute, select which variable, which should be the variable your shape file is. And then I'm going to do count and colors. And then it gives you this default here. And you can use the default if you want, same how you do this. So I like to classify my data by using GISC natural breaks to find the natural breaks of the data and divide it that way. And I'm going to up it to 5. You can see how these numbers change if I go from 4 to 5, the formula adjusts accordingly. I want to make it a little bit more transparent. And then leave it up with the symbols so you can go with the colors that they already have. Let's say purple. And if you want, let's say the low to be a dark purple and the high to be a light purple, you can click this reverse, and it's going to invert that coloring. Now when it's going, it makes so much more sense to know where is the high location of computer and math labor. So I'm actually going to reverse this back the way that it came from. What you can also do is adjust the outcome. So say you want your outline to be darker, and I want no transparency. I select the color that I want, and I made it transparency. You can also make it like a bright blue. I don't know why you would do that. If you want to change the color manually, go ahead and select classes, and then you can manually choose how you want the color to look. Number one, I'm just doing the default that we do here at levels. And now I have a map. If you want to change the base map, you can go up here to base map and select the base map. Of course, I saw some people messing with this in the previous lab. Too. It was a really cool one for photography. But I think it was antique map. Loved it. And I'm going to switch to light gray just so that the focus is on the data. And if I only have the one layer up, this is what I have. Now I'm going to do the same process for the second layer so you guys can see the difference in how that story works. And I'm going to do that really quickly. So let me know if you guys have questions.
Mine's not working.
Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. The industry application is really simple. Okay, now my source for that I'm wanting to tell is was there a movement or is there a change in the MSA from a high number of computer staff employees or labor. So this is my 2021. And then this is my 2026. Labor is pretty consistent. It's not too much of a switch. And that is all it is. Hit switch one, maybe two variables, or pull these two occupations out from empty, drawing and bringing them online, and symbolizing one or two variables. Make them out, take it, and please, with the amount of labs we have, please put at least a lab 4, and then you can either marry which one. I don't care. Whatever you do, up to you. I think it makes sense. Any questions, I will help you quickly. Any questions about the lab before I go around helping people individually? Yes.
Do you just want us to share if you like this, or do you want us to email you the...
It's really whichever one's easier for you. At this point, I'm doing both. Any other questions?
I forgot to share the previous slide for the organization.
Okay, I haven't checked it. As long as you share it by end of day today, I'll be checking that tonight. Okay.
Is it possible to do it through ArcGIS Pro?
If you want to do it through ArcPro,
because I did ask that through ArcGIS Pro and upload it to ArcGIS.
yeah, you can do that, whatever methods you want. I recommend trying it online just so that you have a better understanding of
My
online.
data is not working for no reason. Can you send that message?
Duplicate field. Can you take, is this your data right here?
Yeah.
Is this is a CSV. Oh, yeah, right here, this is the reason. So when you were selecting data, we now have two variables that have the same name. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's delete that and save. And now can you direct me to where your data is so I can...
Do you want to upload it again?
Oh, let's try the drop. Let's see if the drop will work now. So let's go to your data, your folder. No, let's stay here. Stay here. Go to your folder where your data is. Right there? Alright, let's try dropping it now. There you go. And then select none, add as table. Okay? And then, do you know which shapefile to bring in? Okay, so go to your add. No, right here. Yeah, right there. Search for layers. Go to my groups. And then type in empty.
Empty.
Empty, yeah. And then you're going to select that.
Is that being recorded? Oh.
I have a question for you guys. I can show it to you. Would this be helpful for you guys?